Where are they with the Nazem Kadri thing? Are they just holding firm here?
Status quo. They're offering the PK Subban deal at
the bridge contract
2.875, and a lot's been made out of this. He wants Tavares type of contract at $5.5 million, and I'm not saying that at some point that didn't come up in the negotiations. When you start a negotiation and you talk to Kadri or his agent or any other agent, the first kind of opening is, what do you want? What are you looking for?
Aim high.
I would imagine at some point, exactly, Scott. I would imagine at some point it'd be like, okay, if we'd love to get him down on 5 or 6 years at whatever, 5.5. But I don't think that ask was as late as last week or 10 days ago or 2 weeks ago. They're at a bridge contract. People got to understand now that it's not about Kadri still wanting 5 or 6 years. He's fine with 2 years. But the question is, what is it at now? He's one of your top scorers. He's arguably the number one centerman right now going into this season. What's the number? So
Kadri just came
You
off.
want to know where the negotiations are? They're somewhere probably between 2.8 and 3.334. Now, you telling me right now that you can't bridge that thing? You can't come up with 2 years at 6.2, 6.1, 6.3, whatever.
Well,
Just
the Leafs
get
can.
it done.
Leafs can.
Then it'll get done.
But will Kadri?
Kadri will get a deal done. If there's 3.25 on the table right now, this thing's done.
What's your advice to him? He's just got off the ice, jumped in the car, turned on the show. You're late, by the way.
Well,
Naz.
the first thing that can happen, and this is from the Leafs' point of view too, is you can't let him talk to the media anymore. Okay? I don't know, last week he came off the ice. Within 10 seconds, there's like microphones in his face. That's never a good thing.
But the Leafs aren't running that.
Well, you know what then?
That's an informal scrimmage. They're
Yeah.
not controlling
They
that.
can't control him.
Somebody's got to get to him and say, listen, don't do that. Don't do that. And I don't care whether it's your general manager. Just advise him then. If just advise him. Tell him no more.
You know what I'd say? You want to tell me what to do? Then sign me to the contract that I want. I'm not under contract to you.
Listen, the Leafs can hold firm at 2.875, whatever it is, and just say, okay, on principle, we're not going to dime more. But I don't think that's in their best interest. And I think that they just need to find something. 2.9, 3.1, whatever. He's had a rough ride, obviously, the last 3 years. There's been a lot of situations where he's been browbeated and, everything's what's wrong with him, and Wilson, hammering him. I think you got to give him something here. Something. Whether it's 3.1, just bridge the thing and get him in camp. I think it'll happen. I have no doubt in my mind he's going to be signed.
Do you think he should play hardball?
No. What's hardball?
Missing camp.
Yeah, it wouldn't be in the best interest of anybody, including the Leafs.
And I think that's Randy Carlyle. You heard him already talking about the time that you lose when you're not in training camp and how you fall back. He's not a fan of that at all. What would you tell Nazem Kadri?
Well, I agree with Nick. I mean, it seems like it's one of these ones that should be solved. That it shouldn't be one that turns into a long
PK
standoff.
Subban ends up with a bridge contract.
Yeah.
Then that to me, it looks easy, right?
Yeah, that's the model. And I guess you find a way to do it. But I think in his best interest, I
But,
mean, he made huge
also-
steps
also-
last year. Get to camp and play.
But PK just hit a wall and said, get it done. Get it done. I don't care what it is, just get it done. And maybe to his credit, he used it as motivation. He wins the Norris. Now he's probably looking at $7 or $8 million a year. Good on him.
So Kadri has to get to
not
that.
there yet.
Yeah.
He's not there yet where he's sitting there going, take whatever they offer me. Let's go. Let's get her going. So maybe he feels that he needs just a little bit of a bone thrown at him, And what does that mean? $3 million over 2 years? Maybe.
Well, in negotiations, you need deadlines, sometimes pressure points to make either side blink, or inch towards a resolution.
And now I think
maybe they haven't hit that yet.
And the Leafs send him another message. Don't tell me Mason Raymond's not a message that this is a guy who's coming in now and he's
clear shot across the bow.
He's going to give Nonis some flexibility to wait on it, I guess. That's the only thing I take out of it, Mason Raymond coming, because Kadri may not be there in training camp.